Hi, my name is Samantha Lumley. I am in Bio 240. I'm doing lab video number 5. It is February 10th, 2019. I have my experiment directions right here. I have my lab report assistant. I've already done all trials and calculated out the math, but we're going to do another trial and then I'll go through the calculations that I came out with. I have my balloon, measuring tape, and my timer. So the first part is to sit quietly. The first part is part 1, and part 1 is tidal volume. And I'm supposed to sit quietly, use a stopwatch to measure 30 seconds, and count the number of times I breathe in 30 seconds. One complete cycle is inhalation and exhalation, and that's 1 cycle. So here I go. I'm going to start my timer. So relaxing. I almost fell asleep. So my number of breaths in 30 seconds is 4. And by the way, tidal volume has to do with the amount of air that is in my lungs when I do a regular inhalation, and the amount that I exhale is measured based off of tidal volume. So it is the amount of oxygen that is in my lungs through an inhalation exhalation cycle of regular breathing. The trial for number of breaths is to average out my 3 trials, and the average came to 5. And then that's for 30 seconds. To make it into a minute, I have to multiply it by 2, which equals 10. So my average number of breaths per minute is 10. The next part of the experiment is to take a balloon, take a regular breath, inhale, and then exhale normally into the balloon. So. It's kind of weird because I have to forcefully exhale into the balloon, so it doesn't feel like a normal inhalation and exhalation. I'm going to take the balloon, tie it in tight, and don't let any air escape. I have to put it flat on my leg and make it spherical instead of egg-shaped so I can get the widest part of the balloon. I take a measuring tape, centimeter side up underneath. Then I'm going to measure around, and it equals 42. I'm going to let the air out. So my trial 1 was 41, my trial 2 was 40, and my trial 3 was 42. So average of them came out to 41. And the next part of this lab is the calculations. And I am to calculate the average radius. The average radius is the circumference divided by 2 pi. So the circumference is 41, and I'm dividing it by 6.28, which came out to 6.53 centimeters. And the next part is calculate the average volume of the balloon. This equals the tidal volume of 1 average breath in centimeters cubed. So my average tidal volume at rest is 1,165.7 milliliters. Next part was minute ventilation at rest, liters per minute. I needed to multiply the tidal volume, which was 1,165.7 milliliters, by the average number of breaths you take per minute, which was 10. So 10 times that equals 11,657. Then I was to divide it by 1,000, which came out to 11.65 liters per minute. And this is my minute ventilation at rest, which is an average amount for my size human being. And thank you for listening to my lab video number 5.